Hello, 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 everyone. Come on into the room. I'm so excited to see you. Guess what? Today is day 2 of us having a powerful discussion on blending and really finding the power that is within blending. I'm so excited that you are here. Hello, Facebook, Coaching Cocktails and Conversations. Hello, LinkedIn. Hello, YouTube. We are about to get into this 10 minutes of pure power, and I hope that you are ready because I am. Let's go. It's a 10-minute power powwow hosted by Lolita E. Walker. Come on into the room and grab a little bit of coaching, cocktails, and conversations. Yes, coaching is where I leave you with a couple nuggets just to challenge your thinking. Cocktails is where I celebrate the greatness of who you are when you show up right here. And in conversations is what we are about to do for the next 10 minutes. Grab a friend, share it out because it's about to go down. Are you ready for a little bit of motivation? Are you ready to increase your clarity, increase your confidence, and then walk with a new type of commitment? You are in the right place. Come on in. This is Lolita E. Walker of LolitaWalker.com. Let's go. I get so pumped up, you guys, about that. It's like, dun, dun, dun. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm so excited to see some of you guys. Look, Lynn Luckett is the first in the seat today. Hey there, hey. Good morning, Queen. Good morning, good morning. Naomi says, I am ready. Hello, everybody. Facebook, community, coaching, cocktails, and conversations. LinkedIn, hello. And YouTube. So excited to see you. Hello, Soul. Good morning, good morning. Guess what, you all? We are talking today about part 2. Now, some of you guys were here yesterday and we started our discussion. Oh, where is it? We started our discussion on beauty in the blended. Beauty in the blended. Is there beauty in the blended? So we only have 10 minutes today. I don't even know if I'm going to make it into the Facebook group today. I'm going to try. I have an appointment and I have to drive to it. But in the meantime, in between time, let's make these minutes count. Yesterday, if you weren't here, got to go back and listen to the replay, but we started talking about what are your 3 leadership qualities and how do you draw them out? How do you blend them because they don't always naturally go together, right? What does that mean, Lolita? Well, we talked about sometimes when you're direct and you said, I'm direct, let's say I'm decisive and I am supportive. Well, sometimes when you're direct, it doesn't come across as being supportive. So, how can we leverage the strengths that's within each one of those in order to make it an amazing blend? We talked about what does blending mean to you? I thought about the blender and how when you make a smoothie, you put all of these individual components inside, but when you blend it together, it makes this amazingness that you absolutely love, right? So when you think of blended, what is the greatness that comes out of it? We talking about beauty in the blended. So day 1, which was yesterday of this week, we talked about kind of leadership, your leadership qualities and blending them together. Then we had a juicy conversation inside of Coaching Cocktails and Conversations Facebook group that was so good. Thank you guys for participating. It always makes really good sense to add in and so that we can challenge our thinking differently. Okay. Then today we're going to be talking about worth. We're going to be talking about worth. And one of the things that I did want to give you guys as a resource, because you are super powerful, is I have this 23-page downloadable self-worth packet. And it challenges your thinking on what is my self-worth? How can I then leverage my clarity, my confidence, and my commitment to show up in my leadership for me and then for others? Of course, I'm going to give you $5 off with CCC 5 off. One second, because I happen to have an extra parentheses right there that wasn't closed. Okay, there you go. And this is only for today because it will I'll take the discount down later. Yes. So Lynn Luckett said, I am here, present and accounted for. Listen, I want to take where we were with our leadership qualities now that we know what they are. Are you able to share with someone what the leadership qualities are that they have? So, for instance, Lynn Luckett, are you able to tell Soul what's one leadership quality that she has? Naomi, are you able to tell Lynn Luckett one quality that she has? Jackie? Are you able to tell Soul, et cetera, et cetera? Whether it's the people that's here on this live right now, or it's the folks that are surrounded by you, what if you could share with them one leadership trait that you see in them? Let me tell you why. Because sometimes when we're talking about blending, some people don't already know what it is that they bring to the table. How can you blend if you don't know the individual components that go into the blender? Remember, we were talking about that. This week is all about blending and getting our blessings as a result of the blend, adding in our individual qualities so that as a collective, you as a holistic you show up in all of that, whether that is work, whether that is home, whether that is play. Okay. I want to I tell you, doing all the things. So there's beauty in the blended, and sometimes we don't necessarily see the blended, which is where the worth comes into that. Imagine showing up in all of your amazingness. Imagine showing up in all of your clarity, in all of your confidence, in all of your commitment. Imagine being able to do that because you're clear on your worth. You're clear on the value that you bring. When you think worth, what's the first thing that you think about? Most people think dollars. Well, how much are you worth? What is your worth? How do you define your worth? How do you show up in that in leadership? How do you define the worth that someone else on your team is able to bring to you? Are you able to articulate that to them? Do you articulate that to them? Today we're talking about blending your leadership with your worth. And imagine the juicy combination of them. How strong is that there? Oh, I love that. Yes, Naomi said for Lynn Luckett, she would say consistency. Consistency. How powerful is that? Not only is consistency a core strength of Lynn Luckett's, but it's the consistency that she adds inside of the way that she leads, right? Always showing up. How powerful is it for someone to be able to say, this is what I see in you. I'd love for you to be able to leverage that. Imagine feedback, right? As a people manager, I was a people manager within my amazing company for almost 20 years. Of that, I was a people manager for probably 90% of that time. And how amazing is it to be able to share with someone what they bring to the table and then help them to be able to leverage that in that every day? How do you show up? This here is about blending all of the facets of you so that when you go on a stage, when I go on a stage, when I come to your organizations, when I'm coaching you in my group coaching program. Are you guys a part of that? You should be a part of that. Come on in. We have amazingness that we talked about. Lynn Lucas says, thank you. Yes, absolutely beautiful. It is about making sure you're showing up, making sure that you're helping others, making sure that when people say how you show up as a leader, that it's because you have mastered how to blend all of that together. All right. It is 10:10 a.m. I hope that was a juicy nugget so that you can challenge your thinking today. We will Wednesday tomorrow. Guess what, you guys? I just released yet another podcast for coaching cocktails and conversations. I would love for you to listen in. The one that was released today was with the mom link. And we're talking about being a mom and going beyond in business and in life. And in mom, they define that as any woman who has have mom-like qualities in coming to the table. And I hope that you can listen into that because, of course, I leave you with a juicy acronym, LINK, so that you can challenge your thinking a different type of way. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, guess what? Go ahead and leave a 5-star review for Coaching Cocktails and Conversations if, in fact, you get anything out of it. If you are listening right here on Coaching Cocktails and Conversations, yes, this is an aspect of Coaching Cocktails and Conversations. So yes, you too can write a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts because Coaching Cocktails and Conversations is a movement, you guys. We are everywhere. We're not only on LinkedIn, we are on Facebook and YouTube and Clubhouse, but we are in group coaching. We are making transformation happen. We are on all the streaming platforms. And guess what else we are showing up in? Yeah, we're showing up in some marketed material so that you can remember that I'm ready at all times for coaching. Leave you with a couple nuggets to challenge your thinking, cocktails to celebrate the greatness of who it is that you are, and conversations for the juiciness that is right there, right? Does that make sense? I absolutely hope so. Blended leadership and worth. I love this. Oh, thank you so much. I do too. So, I don't think I'm gonna make it to the Facebook group, you guys. today, but go ahead and tap into this here. I'd love for you all to continue the conversation that we've already been having today. Listen, coaching cocktails and conversation doesn't stop with me. You can continue to have that conversation without me. And I'd love for you to be able to do that inside of the comments, right? Because it makes a lot of sense. And this coaching cocktails and conversations also is a retreat. Y'all know that, right? September 15th through the 18th. I cannot wait for you to join me. And somebody just asked about what is the link for the self-worth 23 pages of soul work. Listen, when you go here and you grab your book, your soul work that you are going to commit to do so that you can really dig into your self-worth, you only have 24 hours to use that link. So make sure you download it, because in 24 hours, you will not have the link anymore. It is shifting to help you to drive your action on your blended leadership, your self-worth, and meshing that with overall leadership. Makes sense? Yes. Leaders push to action. Mary Kim said, good morning. And there was another Facebook user that said, love the inspiration. Yes, inspiration that's going to motivate you to get to a renewed action. For more of this, there's absolutely more. Come on over to the Facebook group coaching, and all of the things. See you guys. And that concludes our 10 minutes of pure power. Thank you so much for showing up today for your 10-minute power powwow. Now, whether you were live and added in, whether you were sitting on a corner and just doing a little bit of thinking, whether you are watching the replay, I want to say hello to you and invite you to come right on back. Did you miss it? Well, go ahead and shoot it out to a friend while both of you guys taking all of the action. So what is next? Head on over to lolitawalker.com/coaching cocktails conversations, because what's in it for you? Yes, it's a podcast. Yes, it's a group coaching program. Are you a part of it? Yes, it is a retreat. Are you already signed up to make sure you're pulling out that power? Yes, it's one-on-one coaching. Yes, it's a journal. Yes, coaching cocktails and conversations is a movement. So grab this 10 minutes and let's do something with it. I will see you later. But head on over, lolitawalker.com. This should not be the first time, but even if it is, make sure it's not the last. See you soon.